Happy Monday. It's the Jam Nation podcast with Jonesy and Amanda.
Lots of cheating on the show today. Claire Stevens from Mamma Mia talks about the Adam Levine cheating scandal. And then we talk about cheating in the game of chess in a way you would not imagine possible.
Yeah, so you brought something to the vernacular this morning that, we all enjoy.
Well, I call it out now, vibrating anal beads. There you go, you're welcome.
Speaking of cheating, we'll catch up with Trevor Long. He's our tech expert. The Optus hacking, how's that going to affect you? Trevor has all the details.
We put legalising cannabis to the pub test.
Sad weekend for us. Our second cat has passed away. Long live Fizzle.
Well, no, Fizzle's
That's what you
gone.
say. No, but when someone dies, you say long live.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
Only when they're royal. The Queen
cat was
dies, then you
royal.
say long live the king.
Don't
You don't
trample.
say long live Fizzle. Fizzle's gone.
Don't long live Fizzle. This is my grief, okay? This has got nothing to do with you.
Get your grief right.
We go down to the Jonesy Demand.
I said that.
Let's go.
Grief has addled your brain.
You can't tell someone to get their grief right. They grieve how they grieve. Okay? Footy Head is back. You can win tickets to the NRL Grand Final. And you want to have a sneaky peek at Melissa Caddick's place?
It'll cost you.
Enjoy our podcast.
Everybody
Right now, by the miracle of recording, we had so many requests for them to do it again.
Mistress Amanda
Miss Keller. Amanda.
doesn't work alone.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Her friend is in a back room making the tools of the trade.
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
The legendary pirate Jonesy and Amanda the actress.
Hello, Wiggles.
Congratulations, Mandy.
We're on the radio right now.
Jonesy and Amanda, you're doing a great job.
You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Now's the time to hear good radio.
Sorry, a bit of a tongue twist there.
Jonesy and Amanda are here.
It's showtime, a-holes. We're on the air.
Well, hello there, Amanda. It's nice to be back.
We are back, and I haven't been in the studio for a little while. Remember I had COVID.
You did?
Did the show from home for a week. So, yes, thanks for inquiring about my health. All is well.
Okay. How are you feeling?
Oh, thank you.
Are you well?
I'm feeling all right.
You look
Thank
great.
Thank you,
You
Brendan.
look great.
Thank you. It's nice to be back.
It's nice to be
I
back.
had a nice week. I went up to Brisbane to see my dad and my brother. That was lovely. Spent a few days on the South Coast. Yesterday I went on the weekend, went to Newcastle
Nice.
to see Liam. There was a parent function at the college where he lives there. He's the college president. He had to make a
Wow.
speech and everything. And it was great. How about you?
Well, I had a great holiday, just hung around home, did some work on motorbikes and things like that. My son's birthday.
Yes,
is
20.
20, my youngest. And it was a mixed day of emotion because he had a little gather, he had a few of his mates around. Your son, Jack, came round.
Yes.
Which was good to see.
You've probably seen more of him than I have.
We had a few beers and we were betting on greyhound dogs for some reason.
Why did you let him do it?
No. We started talking. He said, I'm onto a sure thing.
Yeah.
And then, so we're all sitting there. Everyone's watching the telly. And then all of a sudden we're watching Sky Racing.
Yeah.
And everyone's got a bet on this sure thing, which didn't come anywhere.
No.
It's still running. And
They're
I said, "Mate,
dogs. Why would you trust Jack?
I said, what happened there? And he goes, oh, my mail must have been wrong. I went, well, yes, it's wrong. We're all going to be wearing barrels. We've all lost our money.
He sent me a photo of you all watching the dogs. And I said, are you making people watch the dogs? And then I said, are you betting on the dogs? And he said, no.
No, Mum,
No, but it's the biggest race on the carnival.
He was the last to leave at 2 a.m.
See, this is the thing. You've seen more of him. He comes into our home because he lives on campus at uni, so I don't see him much. He comes into our home like a blowfly. And I say, can you just sit down for a second? And yet he goes to your place and socialises for 8 hours.
I said, do you want to stay? You can stay. If you've got a spare room, you can stay if you want. He goes, no. Mum's okay with the Uber to get home. And I went, okay,
Because
sure.
I did say he could get, I arranged all that.
Yeah, I said, okay. I said, well, text me when you get home just so I know that you've made it. And he hasn't texted
No, of course.
me. So did he make it? Do we know? Is he alive?
I phoned him a few times yesterday and about 1 o'clock he said he was around and alive.
But the day was fraught with emotion because our much beloved cat on Saturday, Fizzle, the last cat. And can I just make sure that you've got no cups of tea or anything that you might
What do you
knock
mean?
over? Because when I announced the death of Rufus, our other cat, you knocked stuff over. Do you remember that?
I do.
It was an emotional time.
So I wonder where this story's going.
So Saturday, after I've given Dom his little present for his birthday, he comes into the kitchen, he's a bit ashen-faced. I said, what's the matter, mate? And he said, the cat, Fizzle, is dead on my floor. I said, what do you mean? And she just literally died. And people were coming around for his party. So one hand, Fizzle dies, and then an hour or so later, after we've done I had to go and find a box to put her in and all that sort of stuff. Then,
And bury her?
I haven't buried her yet, no. So
I'm just going to say something that it's not insensitive.
What?
So, cat in a box.
That's
you didn't
okay.
wrap it up so that he thinks it's a present.
no, it's not. It's in a MasterChef box. You know those mystery boxes from MasterChef?
Yeah.
Yeah, so don't open that.
Confusing emotion.
Don't get Matt Preston around.
And also, you know what I'm like. If it's my birthday and there's a box lying around, I think it's a present for me.
I've put it it's near the wood pile. It's okay, and but it's sad. Little
That is
Fizzle.
very
She
sad.
was like 17, 18
Yeah,
years
been in
of
your
age.
family a long time.
Yeah, so that was sad. So a day of mixed emotions. But it was good to see you, young fella. And he was wearing mismatched socks. I said, is this a thing?
What did he say to that?
He said, yeah, it's a thing. Well, fair enough.
It's like a laundry thing.
And then he mucked around with my TV because he
course
wanted to
he
watch
did.
the Wallabies.
Well, no,
and then,
come on.
And then, so I don't really like Union that much. So then he mucks around with the TV. Then I can't get my TV to work.
You're the person who was once at our house when Harley was watching a cricket match,
Don't start.
and you said, that man's head's on backwards. And Harley and I said, no, it's not. You said, yes, and you made us rewind on, you can do that on the live TV. And then he ascertained that, no, his head wasn't on backwards.
It looked like his head was on
and then when we went back to live action, a wicket had fallen, first time all day, and Harley said, oh, what a shame.
Yeah. Sorry.
So don't you complain
so
about
it's
my
paid.
son playing with your television.
Okay. Well, there's much to discuss on the show today. It's 6:10. We've got plenty to talk about as well with the Optus hack. We'll get Trevor Long on to talk about that.
We have
How does it
petrol
affect you?
to give away. We
Yep.
have grand final footy tickets to give away.
About that.
Not
And
to the Swans.
The Swans, don't even start.
So
with
much to
that.
discuss.
The $10,000 question, that's coming up, and we can't do anything till we do the Magnificent Seven. Question 1.
What band was Justin Timberlake part of?
Jam Nation. Podcast.
We have the Magnificent Seven questions. Can you go all the way and answer all 7 questions correctly? If you do that, Amanda will say.
Well, congratulations, and I hope you missed us for the week.
But it's back getting question 7 right. Jeremy's in the Rellenvale.
Hello, Jeremy.
Good morning. Welcome back, guys. I missed you.
Oh, that was
you,
very
Jeremy.
kind. Thank you. Question number 1. What band was Justin Timberlake part of?
NSYNC.
That's it. I get all those ones confused.
There's Backstreet Boys,
Yeah.
NSYNC. Take that.
Westlife,
Westlife, East 17.
Boys to Men.
Boys to Men. That was delivery service for Michael Jackson, wasn't it?
Booyah!
Which of these 7 wonders of the world is located in Egypt, Jeremy?
Pyramids.
Yeah.
Yeah, of Giza.
You old geezer. Let's play What's on the Box.
I'll turn the box on.
Before we give you this one, Jeremy, do you have children?
Yes.
How old are they?
18, 16, 15, 11, and 8.
Okay,
So
well,
the lotto numbers, mate.
they're my measurements, by the way. Well, then you may know this. What TV show has this theme?
Do you know that?
Very popular Australian show that's been famous all around the world. Do you know it?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Your youngest may have known it. I think maybe your children are too old for this. Do you know what theme that is?
Yeah, I'm angling to be one of the voices on it.
Are you?
I'd like to be.
Oh,
one
I
of the
see. So
voices.
you're choosing it.
I'd
Well,
like
I'd
to
like
do
to
it.
be an astronaut, but that's not going to happen.
There's more chance of me being one of the voices on Bluey.
I don't know about that. Oh, good on you. More chance of you being a quiz host. All right.
Don't get me started.
What show is that?
Jam Nation.
The Magnificent Seven. Up to question 3. It's what's on the box.
Television.
I'll turn the box on.
What TV show has this theme?
I think I'd be good as a character on this.
Alex is in MacArthur. Hi, Alex.
G'day.
What's the show?
Bluey.
It's Bluey.
Calculated by a computer search program, April 11, 1954, was recorded as what? Was it A, the most boring day in the world, B, the deadliest day in the world, or C, the windiest day in the world?
April 11, 1954.
I think it was the windiest day.
No, it wasn't. I'm sorry, Alex.
Tyler's in Springwood.
Hi, Tyler.
Hi, how you going?
Very well. April 11, 1954 has been calculated to be, was it A, the most boring day in the world, or B, the deadliest day?
A.
It was A. The program calculated the number of important events that occurred in the world on that day, and that was seen to be a day where not much went on.
Oh, what if you were born on that day?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Hello? Who was the pre-game entertainment at the AFL Grand Final on Saturday? Possibly the most entertaining part of that game.
Oh, gosh. I don't watch AFL, so...
Didn't see it. Thanks, Tyler.
Cameron's with us.
Hello, Cameron. How are you?
Good, thank you. Yourself?
Very
Great.
well. So before the AFL Grand Final, less said about that the better. Who was the pre-game entertainment?
Oh, AFL.
Big international star. Who was it?
Big deal.
Not Meatloaf.
Wasn't Robbie Williams?
It was Robbie Williams.
It was Robbie
And
Williams.
he did a beautiful tribute to John Farnham.
I was watching it.
Song is the unofficial national anthem of Australia. Let's all send our love to John and his family. The whole stadium.
Beautiful.
And then the tears flowed when the Swans got pantsed.
They did get pants.
They got pantsed. Which is the largest of all sharks? Cameron.
Whale shark?
The
Yeah,
whale
it is a whale
shark.
shark.
Question 7 is the final question today, Cameron. Jodie Hayden is the partner of which politician?
Hayden. Dominic Perrottet?
No. No.
Cassie's in Strathfield.
Hello, Cassie.
Hi,
Jodie Hayden is the partner of which politician?
Anthony Albanese.
That's the
Albanese,
one.
Alba, yes.
It's extraordinary. She seems like a really lovely woman, and she's had a rich corporate career. Mm-hmm. Falls in love with Anthony Albanese to function because they both love Souths. Next minute, he's Prime Minister, and she's at the Queen's funeral.
She's going, hang on, how did this happen?
I just happen to like the guy.
Last week I was eating a schnitty.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing this.
Now I'm doing this.
Congratulations to you, Cassie. You won the Jam Pack. A family pass to the Australian Museum Shark Exhibition. Take a deep dive with sharks. An exhibition with Bite at the Australian Museum, Sydney. A Spineless pillow. You're tired of waking up with sore necks and headaches? Well, get yourself a Spineless pillow. SpinelessED.com.au. And Josie demand a character choose for you to colour in some Staedtler pencils. Cassie, if I was on Bluey, what character would I be?
Oh, Muffin. Muffin for sure.
Muffin.
Might you be the dog poo that gets picked up in a plastic bag and complains, oh, where am I going now?
I like. Is that your voice on this? We could be. We could be like little dogs with each other. Get out of my backside, Amanda. Stop sniffing that. You're always sniffing me bum.
Oh, enough about the Christmas party, Brent.
Good on you, Cassie.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Wake up, people. Banana.
Time to go to work.
I don't feel like working today. Can I just stay in bed?
Well, luckily the Jalmanac was unsoiled while I was away. I only flicked through it. It's our book of musical facts. On this day in 1975, the Rocky Horror Picture Show opened in Westwood in California. This is the movie. Remember that?
Yep.
It featured a young Meatloaf,
Yes.
along with Tim Curry. Meatloaf and Curry.
Not together.
No. Jeff Pease and Susan Sarandon.
You've got nothing there.
No, that doesn't sound like food in any way.
No.
The movie tanked, but later went on, obviously, to become a cult
I
classic.
forgot about that. It was rated terribly. Wasn't it?
But one song wasn't included in the original script. According to The Guardian, the show was originally only 40 minutes long. That's the kind of show I like.
I love that show.
So Time Warp was written to fill time in the film. The most iconic song from that whole movie was put in to fill time. Can you imagine the Rocky Horror Picture Show without the Time Warp?
Goodness me.
Should we jump to the left?
I think we should.
Jam Nation.
You started the show with some distressing news that Fizzle passed away.
Our cat.
Yeah. So how long ago was it that you lost, what's the other one?
Rufus.
Rufus.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
That was
beginning of the year.
He went missing in December of last year, and then I found his mortal remains in March.
No.
Yeah.
No, you told me about it the day we came back on air.
No. We came back, and then it was the other holidays that we came back from. They found the remains.
Really?
Yeah.
So where had he been all that time?
Under my neighbour's shrub.
And no one noticed?
Well, that's what cats do. They go off to die. They're
Yeah,
not like
but-
dogs. Oh, let me make it all a big
No.
show. They just go off and die, and you don't have to pay a vet bill.
So no one knew.
No one knew.
So this time...
Except for Jim, my neighbour, he said, I think your cat's died. I think I found the remains of your cat. And then I found the cat's remains. And I got, and put him in a little Optus box, like an old...
And sold that information
Sold that
overseas.
information.
The highest bidder. And so that
A
was
cat
Rufus.
scan.
That was a cat scan.
Yeah.
That was Rufus.
That was Rufus. And he
So-
was a much-loved cat. We'd had him... he was 18.
Let's
18
get
years
to
of age.
Fizzle, though. How
Little
old's Fizzle?
cat. Fizzle would be about 16.
And have you had Fizzle since she was a pussycat?
Yeah,
a baby
little baby
kitten?
pussycat, yeah. I believe we got her when I started here at this radio station in 2003, because I remember it was a stressful week. When I first started here, it was dreadful.
Thank you.
No, well, you weren't even
Oh,
here
okay,
then.
good.
And it was dreadful because everyone wanted me sacked, and it was just terrible. I remember coming home and my wife said, I bought a cat. And I said, oh, great. Oh, good. Well, great.
But it's ended up being great.
Yeah.
Both things, the show and the cat.
I'm just giving a context. So little Fizzle has been part of our family for a long time. And Dominic, my youngest, she really formed a bond with Dominic. So it was his birthday on Saturday, his 20th birthday, and we're having a party. We had some people coming around. Your son Jack came around because he's part of the clan, and we presented him with his gifts. And then he comes up and he says, the cat has died on my bedroom floor. And I went,
Just,
"What do you mean,
but
what do you
so
mean,
it didn't
just
try
then?"
and hide.
Well, it was in the cupboard, so I think it might have had some sort of like infarction or something like that. Because I noticed her breathing over the last few weeks had been really heightened.
Well, that's just age, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Excuse me, I'm sneezing. Sorry.
when
I had COVID
when
last
I
week.
asked Rufus,
No, I have
Rufus
had
died,
COVID, Brendan.
You knocked over a cup.
I know.
Remember that? It was like
Yeah.
it was like a bullet being released
Excuse
in
me,
a
a
China
week ago
shop.
I had COVID.
And then
I
I'm
might
doing
sneeze
this
a little.
about the cat, and now you're sneezing and making it about
Sorry
you.
that there was an illness. So, I mean, how did your normal grieving process would be the family would gather around you and go, this is terrible. But what happens is you've got the sausage rolls in the oven.
Yeah.
It's all happening because people are about to knock on the door.
Yeah, so we're all
what
sobbing.
do you do?
We're all sobbing in Dom's room, and I started crying because she was still warm, and Helen's crying, and Dom's just sitting there, just shocked, and then I'm we've got to come up with something. So we got an old blanket, those blankets that. Helen's mum, old ladies make them. Those blankets,
Crocheted ones.
So I wrapped her up in that, and then found a MasterChef box. Those mystery boxes from MasterChef?
Oh, bad image.
I had one of them lying around for something. So I've packed her in there, and I've put her, I had to stash her around the side of the house in the wood pile.
So no one thought she was a gift.
Well, yeah, you don't want someone opening that box up.
And so what happens now? So, and were you able to get yourself together with people arriving?
Well, then I was and then all of a sudden people are at the door. Happy birthday! And we're good. And I had to say to some of Dom's friends, I said, man, the cat just died. And they said, what do you mean? I said, the cat literally just died.
Because Jack texted me when I said to him, he didn't have your address. And I said, well, I feel uncomfortable phoning you. Your cat's just died. And Jack said, should I still go? And I said, it's all still happening.
Yeah,
I think.
it wasn't a day of mourning. It's not the Queen.
That's next week, having a long weekend for it.
Everyone should be off.
And so what happens now with that box of things?
Well, I got to bury it. Yeah, so I'll do that on...
in your garden somewhere?
Yeah, in the garden. Yeah. I've got a little spot marked out. I've got my long-handled shovel. It'll be good.
And we'll have a little
ceremony.
plaque?
I'll make a cross, cross, little bit on it, a little bit of a service.
Next to Rufus?
Next to Rufus. But yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do
so
that.
you don't have any pets because the fish went, when I say went the same way as the cats.
Don't start.
So you don't have any pets?
No, good.
Is it time to start again?
No, that's it. No more pets. Except for Miss September. She's always welcome.
Oh, sorry, you're having a party. Miss September's just arrived. Sorry, everyone. Terrible. She's always known Helen's in tears again.
Helen would be happy for it. She goes, take him. Just take him.
Here's my mum's blanket. Do your worst.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
I demand entertainment. Are you not entertained?
Put on your dancing shoes.
Now give me your best shot.
That's entertainment.
From mamamia.com.au, Claire Stevens is here. You'll catch her on a podcast cancelled, but you're catching her here right now.
Hello.
Hello.
So, today, let's get into it. We're
Yes.
discussing Adam Levine. He used to be, is he still with Maroon 5?
Yeah. Maroon 5 frontman, not Adam Levine, as Jonesy thought. But everybody knows Maroon 5, all their love songs. I'm sure many people have had danced to Maroon 5 at their wedding.
Yeah.
It's just, he's an iconic love song singer.
That's right.
And that's why this is a little bit ironic.
So his wife is a Victoria's Secret supermodel.
Yes, Bahati Prinsloo. And they have 3 children together and have been married since 2014. And she
Two children and 1 pregnancy, or have they had that third one?
Yeah, no. So she announced that third pregnancy last week. She announced it. She posted that she was pregnant with this third child. 3 days later, an Instagram model posts a TikTok. And I saw it very early on and I was like, this is random. I wonder if this is true. And then it blew up. She says she's having an affair with a man who's married to a Victoria's Secret model. That's how it starts. Eventually she ends up saying it's Adam Levine. So it's weird that she even tried to tease it at the beginning. But she says when the affair began, she was young and naive and she feels exploited and she wasn't in the scene like she is now. The affair was 2 years ago. It's not like it was 10 years ago.
But it was
quite
for
recent.
a year?
Yes, it was for a year. And she names him, says they were seeing each other for about a year, and shares a couple of messages from him, including one that says, "You are 50 times hotter in person, and so am I." That's interesting because he denies now that there was any physical affair, just that it was all messages. So that's a bit of an awkward message for a non-physical affair.
Yeah.
But so she shared a bunch of screenshots. They're really cringy. He is saying things like, "I'm having another baby, and if it's a boy, I really want to name it Sumner after her." That's her name. And "You okay with that? Dead serious?" It's the disrespect that comes with wanting to name your newborn child after the person you've cheated on your wife with.
Yes.
And so she says that she wanted to come forward because her friend was going to leak it to the tabloids. And so she wanted to get ahead of the story because a lot of people came for this Sumner straight away and said, basically almost made her the villain in the story. And she was saying, well, it was going to get leaked anyway, so I wanted to come out and tell it my way, and also maybe get a few 100,000 Instagram followers while I was at it.
Yes, sure. Because she looks extraordinary.
You got to make hay.
She's shots of her in a cosy and all that.
Exactly. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But she wanted to kill the story. That was the whole point of her coming forward, which is hilarious. And It is a little bit funny because she comes in the video, she says she was in a vulnerable position of being new to LA, which I'm like, that's an interesting victimhood, being new to LA. But anyway, that's fine. She also says that because Levine was messaging her directly from his verified Instagram account, she didn't doubt any of what he said. So he told her that his marriage was over or on the rocks, and she just believed that. She's like, what kind of man would message from his verified account if he was telling lies? Well, this man. This all goes down and he apologises. A couple of days later, he says, I used poor judgment in speaking with anyone who wasn't my wife, but it was not a physical affair. This is interesting because he's confirming that it's not photoshopped, it's legit. And he says he wants to remedy it with himself and his family. However, there are more women. Of course there are more women. So a woman named Alison shares her own series of DMs from him. They're just so cringy.
For a guy who writes a beautiful song, they're terrible schoolboy messages.
Terrible. They're so embarrassing. And then another woman comes out, shares screenshots from a conversation with him, and he says in them, I'm obsessed with you. And then he's got this cringe bit where he's like, holy F, that body of yours is absurd. And that's become a meme. People have probably seen that on Instagram where people are photoshopping the body or putting their own body. And it's really not absurd.
And I've seen ones too, with that ones where he said you're so much hotter in real life. And it's people biting into McDonald's apple pie. Oh my God, you're so much hotter in real life.
It's so good. So this is just, everybody is obsessed with this story. At this point, paparazzi photos are released of Prinsloo and Levine together in LA with their daughter. And so they're definitely staged, and they're clearly trying to be like, our relationship is fine. Like, there's no cheating. We're just going about our days.
Yeah.
There's then a yoga teacher who comes out and says that Levine sent her all sorts of inappropriate messages about like spending the day with her naked. And by Sunday, there were a total of 5 women who had come out and said he sent at least flirtatious messages and some saying there was a physical affair.
Ooh.
I think this must just be so incredibly distressing for Adam Levine's wife, who is pregnant, and I just cannot imagine that. But it also makes me think generally of how bad celebrities are at cheating. I don't think he tried very hard. And I think that makes it more disrespectful.
So do you think if he had a surreptitious affair that no one heard of, that's better?
I think if you're in the public eye and you know that there's a potential, I think what this points to is arrogance and the audacity to message off your verified account and assume that all these women are going to keep your secrets. It's so bizarre.
You got to take a leaf out of Mick Jagger's book. So Mick used to, and Jerry Hall would say, Mick, if you're going to womanize, do it, but just don't rub my nose in it.
Yes.
And that was all okay until he brought home a Brazilian supermodel with a baby.
Oh, okay.
And women, I don't know, but you women get sensitive when your man gets someone else pregnant.
Yeah, that's particularly tricky.
Can I just throw something to the mix? I know we're running out of time, but let me just ask you this. If he's not physically cheating, but just sending DMs, is that any different to looking at pornography?
Ooh.
What a question. I think so.
What a hot potato.
I think so. I think it's messaging.
It's cheating with your mind but not your body.
Yeah.
Is it still cheating?
Yeah.
I think it's cheating.
Because it's like watching that point of view pornography. Not that I've watched it.
What's that mean?
Point of view pornography. This is the new thing. Everyone's got it on the VR. Jem, am I right?
No.
Oh, yeah, right.
So it's as if you're there.
So it's like you're there.
Right.
So and now you
rather
can
than skiing at Whistler, you're having it off with
and
someone.
now you can get these sex toys like a fleshlight thing.
Right.
Oh,
And and it's like.
But would you say to your partner, I'm not cheating it, I'm doing it like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think these are real people he was messaging. And it's less about whether or not it's cheating. It's more, is it completely disrespectful and hurtful?
Yes.
And it is just...
I think his partner would say yes.
Yes. Oh, I would be so furious.
I think we've all got to take a leaf out of Mick's book.
Yeah, be more respectful until you bring the baby home.
Don't bring a baby home.
Yeah.
Women don't like that.
Yeah.
Claire.
Look what the stork left on the doorstep.
And don't name the baby
After the mystery.
No, that's not a good thing.
Not nice.
You can hear Claire on her podcast with Jessie Cancelled and, of course, mamamia.com.au. Claire, it's always great to see you.
Thank you,
Claire.
Jam Nation.
There's a couple of questions that I have to ask you.
I don't answer questions.
Just answer the question, okay?
What's in it for me?
$10,000 reward.
Right here, right now, we have $10,000 up for grabs. All you have to do is answer 10 questions in 60 seconds. Easy peasy.
Well, as a collective, that's what you do. But the person who answers question 10 correctly will get $10,000.
Trish is in New Minor Beach. Hello, Trish.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back.
Thank you, Trish. Well, we are kicking off with you here. So you know how the rules go. We've got 10 questions. We have 60 seconds. If you hesitate or you're wrong, you're out and someone takes your place. Are you ready to start?
Wish me luck.
Good luck, Trish. There's $10,000 on the line. Let's begin. Question 1. Himalayan salt is typically which colour?
Pink.
Question 2. Who won the AFL Grand Final over the weekend?
Geelong.
Question 3. Which mobile phone network was hacked last week?
Optus.
Question 4. What's the main character's name in The Handmaid's Tale?
Don't know.
Terry's in Narellan.
What's the main character's name in The Handmaid's Tale?
Helen.
Darren's in Rosebery.
What's the main character's name in The Handmaid's Tale?
Pass.
Jeremy's in Redfern.
What's the main character's name in The Handmaid's Tale?
Alfred.
Steve's in Barella.
What's the main character's name in The Handmaid's Tale?
Don't know.
Elizabeth's in Redfern.
What's the main character's name in The Handmaid's Tale?
Mick's in St Mary's.
What's the main character's name in The Handmaid's Tale?
Joel.
Helen's in Connell's
What's
Point.
the main character's name in The Handmaid's Tale?
June.
Question 5. How many reindeer does Santa have?
12.
No.
Santa has 9 reindeer.
He's got 9. That's including Rudolph, isn't
Yes. The main character's name in The Handmaid's Tale was June.
it? June is busting out all over. I thought a lot of people watch that show.
They do. But I know, I've watched the show. I don't think I'd know the character's name. And Offred, that's interesting because that's your name. That's not her name in the show, but that is what they're referred to. That's who the man you're attached to.
Oh.
So someone said
I
that.
might get round to seeing that sometime.
It's an amazing and terrifying tale.
Is it? In a nutshell, what's it about?
Well, it's of a time. It's interesting. America's going through something at the moment where women's reproduction is the number one focus, and so your rights are subjugated. It's seen as a dystopian world, and we're heading more and more towards it. That's why it's so interesting. It was written years ago.
No, everything's dystopian these days. I want to see utopia.
You want utopia.
I love utopia. That's what I want.
Milos and Otis. That's all you'll watch.
Milo and Otis. Bring back the good old days. Thank you so much for that. It'll be back again tomorrow. $10,000 could be all yours.
Jam Nation.
Recently, I've been reading a bit about a story. It happened a while ago, but I've watched a TV series on it and I've listened to a podcast on it called The Coughing Major.
I watched that on my holidays.
The Quiz was the TV show.
It's great.
It's a fascinating story. It's a true story about an army major who goes on the English version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. The show hadn't been running that long in England, had it?
It takes how the show started, and so you got the producers. This was their baby, and then this guy. Well, in a way, I don't want to give it away because when you watch it, you don't know at the end if he was cheating or not.
No, but having said that, there were also syndicates that were running where people went, phone a friend, here's my Uncle Jerry. There's 18 people in a room being Uncle Jerry. But this was all before you could Google the answers. So that's put paid to a whole lot of these quizzes anyway. But what he was investigated for, and I won't say, I'll give you the spoiler alert because this happened years ago. He was found guilty of it. But he's never said, he has always claimed his innocence, that he would look at the answers and you get all those options. And he'd say, I think it's A, I think it's Belize. And then you'd hear a very vague cough and as he's reading out all the options. And he'd go, actually, no, I think it happened in Paris. So he'd completely skew his answer a different way. And when they thought, how is he doing this? How is he winning when he seems to have no idea? And they listened back and one of the sound engineers said, I think someone in the crowd is coughing and helping him.
And then they got the expert that comes along, the guy that was coughing has got some sort of sinusitis and he's actually got a cough that's quite regular.
And the lawyer said, well, have a listen to how you've only isolated those coughs. This is how many people cough during a television production, etc., etc. Don't cough. But what happened was he was found guilty. They took his money away. The coughing major, he's known as. Well, I want to raise the stakes on how to cheat. Forget the coughing major. How do you feel about remotely activated anal beads?
Well,
I know you've been asked this a lot.
You had me at remotely activated.
This is happening in the chess world. Allegations of cheating in the chess world to the point where the chess world has taken a huge controversial, dramatic turn just recently. The world's top player, 5-time world champion, the best chess player ever, resigned from a rematch with a young opponent who unexpectedly beat him because there's lots of rumours that this young opponent is cheating with remotely activated anal beads. Because these days chess has tried to get rid of all the cheats because there's a whole lot of chess computer programs. And so you are scanned, your body is scanned through metal detectors when you enter a tournament to see if you're taking in any computer that might help you. Which is why...
But when you're playing chess, you can't have a computer in front of you.
Well, different ways that maybe you could have one you've watched. I don't understand. I don't know. But this is there's a lot of money involved here. So what this man has been accused of doing, this young 19-year-old player...
With the RABs.
With the RABs, the remotely activated anal beads.
Okay, well, I was trying to, candy
He pops them in and then an accomplice vibrates them remotely to help him make various moves. I'd make moves too. Why? I know. I'm like having a seizure.
Have you got them in now?
Even at the after party, I'd keep them in.
The game finished 5 hours ago, Gavin.
So he's saying, no, search me. There's nothing going on. But
nothing to see here.
That rumour is sticking, as it were.
Right.
That's going.
So there's no proof. They haven't got.
No, but big time allegations.
That's a big time allegation.
Big time allegations.
Would it work with other games like Hungry Hippos? Kaplunk.
Kids are coming up to doing their HSC. I don't know.
This could be a thing.
Do you know, Millie, our executive producer, said that when she was in her Year 11 exam,
Don't tell me she wasn't into rubs.
No.
Please, just come back from
She only
holiday.
had access to conkers.
She's just gone.
She said she wrote a maths whispering.
Yeah.
She wrote a maths formula
on
the inside of a label that she stuck. She then reapplied to her
On the
drink
water bottle.
Water bottle. In our day, we didn't drink water. We all died of dehydration because we didn't carry around water at every single minute of the day.
We're not like the lily-livered generations now.
No, but there was a kid, I think I'd always heard the story at school that he would write the formulas and things, just wrap them around the inside of the pen and put it back in its little case.
This is how bad at cheating I am. When I only made it to year 10 in school. I know you find that hard to believe.
This is from the man who said stay in school and learn school.
So it's one of my best. So
You've got it in Latin as a tat.
Year 10, I'm doing the school certificate, and a week before the school, or a few days before the school certificate, I broke my nose, so I couldn't actually sit the school certificate. So they had to give it to me at a later date. So while I was recovering, they set me up in the school library to do the maths.
For the same exam that everyone else had done.
Exam. So all my mates gave me the answers. They gave me the answers. They even gave me a bit of paper, and the teacher didn't check. And I took the answers into, and this is how bad I am at cheating, I just passed. I just passed. And I had the answers in front of me. I just passed.
Really?
And my father, who, he was a maths genius, and he went, well, that's your best result ever, mate. So I was heartbroken. I don't want to tell him, Dad, that I cheated in there. But the best I could do was 51%.
With a page of the answers?
With a page of the answers.
How'd you misspelt your name?
I don't know. I'm an idiot. I don't know. That's why I'm doing this, obviously.
Oh, thank you. Where does that leave me? I studied like hell. Where does it leave me? Well, the tribal drum is beating for Tales of Cheating.
Oh, yeah.
Podcast.
The tribal drum is beating Tales of Cheating.
Yeah. Maybe you've been in a chess tournament and there are allegations because you're no longer taking... They're very strict at cheating. You're not allowed to take in any chess computer programs or activate any of that. So you're reduced, rumour has it, big scandal in the chess world, to putting remotely activated beads up your bum and someone else gives them a buzz to help you work out the move. Imagine that discussion beforehand. I'll buzz twice if you need to move the queen.
Let's just test that out, okay?
Say you buzzed 18 times. Let's try that.
What if you buzz? Just keep going.
Yeah. Right. Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
Hang on, what? Oh, now I've lost count.
Oh, no. Start again.
Stephanie's joined us. Hello, Stephanie.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
We're
great,
very
thanks,
well.
Steph.
How did you cheat, Stephanie?
Okay, my cheating story, I was about 14 years old. I was at a private school. We were doing our exams, and I had written lots of little answers for the essays on little pieces of paper that I hid under my hand. So, unfortunately, one of the times I was lifting my hand to have a look, I got a hand on my shoulder, and I was taken straight up to sit at the front of the class to wait for the teacher that was walking around the corridor to come and pluck me out into a world of pain. But while I was sitting there, I managed to chew the little pieces of paper up and spitball them around the classroom, and thus I had none in my pocket and I wasn't caught.
You got rid of the evidence.
Sure, your intestinal tract was a mess.
You're pea shooting them.
I was pea shooting them. I was swallowing them. I was doing anything I possibly could so that when I was confronted and asked what I had, I got away with it.
Wow. They didn't make you go to the toilet over a sieve or anything. Very thorough. Well, Stephanie.
You would have been that teacher. Okay.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
Something's wrong.
There's no sound.
Press a few of these buttons. I haven't switched it on.
Oh, silly me.
Hello there. The Tribal Drummer's been beating Tales of Cheating. This is after a chess player has been caught during...
Not caught, accused of. Let's be clear.
Accused of. Yeah.
Accused of cheating. He's 19 years old. He's knocked off the very top-ranked player in the world.
Kasparov?
How old is that?
No,
That's 100 million. It's the only one you know. Marcus Carlsen is his name, a 5-time world champion. He's been knocked off by a young guy called Hans Niemann, a 19-year-old boy who, it's claimed, has been using remotely activated anal beads to receive instructions from a co-conspirator who's analysing the match with a chess computer program. So his mate's somewhere else saying, oh, okay, well, the computer algorithm is telling me he needs to move here and here. Yeah. I'll buzz the beads.
So a series of instructions, like Morse code.
They would have to have some kind of plan worked out. Go through all the letters of the alphabet. Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Tales of cheating.
Warren has joined us. Hello, Warren.
Morning, Jonesy. Morning, Amanda. Welcome back.
Thank you, Warren. How did you cheat, Warren?
I was doing my school certificate in 1975. We were in an advanced tech drawing class, and I'd finished my paper. And my mate in front of me, Ross, he was just scratching his head, what have you. He looked like he might have been struggling, so I tapped him on the shoulder and said, what's up, mate? Can't do it. So we swapped papers. We had an A3 paper. We swapped papers, and I finished off his drawing exam for him. And in the end, we got our marks and what have you several weeks later, and he ended up beating me in the final mark in the advanced tech drawing class.
That's outrageous.
You swapped pages.
And what did you get out of it?
Well, I got nothing.
But, man, you just did it because he's your mate. You helped him.
Yeah.
Warren, that is so Australian. That is what you're about. But, yeah, you can see that.
Yeah, but so you finished his off and he got a better mark than you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If only you had some remotely activated anal beads.
Then there'd be
Warren.
something in it for you as well.
Well, I wouldn't want to get stung, would I?
Up to 11.
And are you in? Do you do anything with technical drawing these days?
Oh, well, I build houses and what have you, so I've got to read plans and stuff like that. So yeah.
It helped.
Thank you, Warren.
Jam Nation.
Let's get on down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test. Australians could legally grow and smoke cannabis by the end of next year if a Greens bill to legalise the drug passes federal parliament. So this has all been over the news. It was in Sean's news this morning. Last night on Channel 9 they ran this.
More than 40% of Australians have smoked cannabis at some point, and having the law continue to make that 40% of Australians criminals is just plain ridiculous. We want to legislate to legalise cannabis by the end of next year.
Then on the project they had the can of worms about the whole drug testing thing when you're in your car, what actually defines impairment.
They're rather just testing for a minute presence of cannabis. So someone can have had cannabis yesterday or last week and still potentially test positive. It's like saying to someone, like, you can have a beer, but tomorrow you can't drive.
If you have traces of THC in your system from taking a substance 5 days ago, of course it didn't cause the crash, but it was potentially, that's how it's listed in the data, that THC caused that fatality.
As yet, there's no roadside drug test that can measure a driver's level of impairment.
I urge the government to put more money into research so that we can get something that is able to test for impairment, because I do think that's needed.
There's an inevitability, isn't there, to legalising cannabis? It is chocking up our criminal justice system. It does, as that article, as that person was saying there, it is making criminals of people who aren't criminals. Also, there's a huge new market for medical cannabis. And how are those people going to navigate this kind of system? I think inevitably this is where we're heading.
Yeah, and on the back of prohibition, cannabis was demonised by the alcohol lobby. Basically it was alcohol versus cannabis. So they had the whole thing about reefer madness and all that sort of stuff. I'm not advocating cannabis, but I don't think it's as bad as everyone would have you believe. I think there's a lot we can learn from it.
And also in terms of people driving cars, people on pain medication, all kinds of things are probably more impaired than someone who's on medicinal cannabis.
Well, you look at someone like Will Anderson, because he's got that arthritis. The cannabis is the only thing that makes the pain go away.
Yeah. Well, interesting times. This is the question today. Legalising cannabis, does it pass the pub test?
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Well, last week Optus revealed that the data of 9.8 million Australians had been breached. This has understandably sent Optus and their customers into a panic about what personal information these hackers have obtained and how they'll use it. Well, now the hackers have demanded that Optus pay $1.5 million ransom in cryptocurrency. Otherwise, they will leak the customers' data. Australia's leading tech expert Trevor Long joins us now to explain more. Hello, Trevor.
Good morning.
Trevor.
So, could this information be used? What information, for starters, do they have? I assume it's your date of birth, it's your name, your personal banking details, perhaps?
You know what? Everything but your banking details and your password. Because normally when there's a hack, I'd be like, look, change your password, change your credit card number, you'll be fine. But in fact, they've got likely your date of birth, your address, your phone number, your driver's license number. And this alleged hacker and their ransom, they have to provide a kind of sample of the data when they make a claim like this. I've obtained that data and I've looked at it, and I've spoken to people in the data, and they have never been breached before, and it is their legit driver's licenses. So it's your identity. And the thing is, they can apply for credit on your behalf. They could, get loans. But more importantly, over the next month and years, they will scam you. They will spam you with emails that look so legitimate because they know your birthday, they know where you live. You think it's a trusted contact, but actually it's a scammer trying to get more from you.
Oh, what a mess. And also, that can ruin your credit rating, all kinds of things for implications for years.
That's right. And the credit rating's, I think, the biggest risk because it's not something we have real-time knowledge of. So if you're in the market for a home loan in a year from now and you apply and they go, well, hang on a minute, you've defaulted on a $10,000 credit card. You're like, no, what are you talking about? I didn't apply for a credit card. It's going to take you a long time to recover from that. And so that's the challenge, is this hidden identity fraud that we have to fear the most right now.
So $1.5 million, that doesn't seem like a lot of money. If Optus just paid this and made it go away, but then the hackers would just keep coming back, wouldn't they?
Exactly. Would it go away? Do you trust someone who's hacked data to give them $1 million US and then give you the data and not give it to anyone else? It's unlikely. So, look, Optus is working with the Australian Federal Police on this. Let's hope they get some information about the person, but it doesn't change the fact that the data is likely to be shared on the internet and sold. For example, if Optus doesn't pay, they will sell it either in full or in chunks. Your personal information is worth $300. They will sell your information for $300, and they'll sell it in chunks of thousands. And so, that's the point where we all start getting scammed when that information.
So what can we actually do, Trev?
Yeah, this sounds inevitable.
As far as obviously every email you get now, because I was with Optus and I flicked over to Telstra a few years ago, but I'm thinking that.
And Jonesy, that's another point. It's anyone who was or is an Optus customer from 2017 until now. And my information is from around May 2017. The thing is, vigilance. That's really all I can advise. So those emails, those text messages are received, we're all very alert now about that, and it's great. But speak to everyone in your life, your neighbours, your elderly parents. Let them know to be hyper vigilant about emails they get that seem to be familiar. They seem to know who you are. They're the ones that are going to be the most likely to scam you and risk you. And also just keep your eye on bank details and that credit report. Do a credit report now and then do another one in a little while. And if you're really worried, put a ban on your credit so that people can't apply for credit in your name.
Wow. Is this Optus's fault? Were they too lax with their information?
We don't know exactly what happened yet, but according to the hacker, and you can only believe so much at this point, this information wasn't even authenticated, which means they didn't even need to hack it. They just found it.
Wow. We have to put a stop on Amanda's credit card. Some crazy spending being going on there.
The hard thing, if you can't trust any information, any emails or anything, a lot of that stuff is valid stuff that you should be receiving, and now you won't trust anything.
No, and I think, unfortunately, that's the world we live in, where you need to second-guess everything. And so if you get an email and it looks legitimate and you think, that absolutely, just don't click links in the email. Go to the website of that company or ring that company, and then whatever it is they're asking you will become clear. But do not click links in emails, especially when they feel familiar, because that information may have been obtained through hacks like these.
Trevor, you're always great. Head to EFTM.com for all of Trevor Long's tech advice. Thank you for joining us, my man.
Pleasure, guys.
Thanks, Trevor.
Jam Nation.
I want you to get up right now.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I am as mad as hell. I'm not going to take this anymore.
Let's get on down to the Jonesy Demand Rounds to the pub test. Australians could legally grow and smoke cannabis by the end of next year if a Greens bill to legalise the drug passes federal parliament.
Yes, well, this conversation's been going on for some time, hasn't it? There claims that heavy-handed policing in the criminal justice system is causing harm, not fixing the problem, making criminals of people who aren't criminals. As you said earlier, Brendan, our random drug testing or workplace drug testing depicts traces of this, and there's no way of seeing whether this is impairing your judgment or your behaviour.
I always find when I watch RBT, I'm just always confused about that, because they'll ask some guy, when was the last time you had some weed? And the guy will be, hey, man, I can't play, And then, but are you impaired at the time? Like, I'd imagine if you fired up a bong and then got in the old Fairmont, then yes, you'd probably be impaired. But if you had a joint at a party 2 weeks ago, you're not impaired, surely?
Well, this is part of hey, man, I think that's the wrong image these days of people who are smoking marijuana and people who are taking cannabis for medicinal reasons. Yeah. This is a whole lot of people who aren't the off their face, hey, man. And should we be legalising it? I think there's an inevitability to this happening. How do you feel? Legalising cannabis, does it pass the pub test?
I am a bit on the fence with this one. However, nicotine is legal, alcohol is legal. There are rules about what you can and can't do. So what's the difference with cannabis?
No, I don't think it does, no. What about schizophrenia? Don't you think it causes that as well?
Yes, it does, absolutely. I've been using cannabis for 40 years. I also have rheumatoid arthritis as a pain relief. And as a high school teacher, there's one thing that I always used to say to kids: nobody ever had a cone and went and backed someone. It's the absolute opposite.
There's so many people who get drug tested for work, rail people, construction workers, and if they're going to be taking marijuana, then they're not going to be able to turn up for work. They're going to get refused. So I don't think it passes the pub test. It's just too big a can of work.
I'm actually on cannabis oil, which has 10% THC in it to help with my pain. It's also a mood stabiliser, and I don't take it all the time because I'm the only one with a licence, and the current legislation says if it's in your system. I'm not under the influence of it, so if I get pulled over, I have to then go to court. I might have taken it 2 days ago. Just ridiculous. They need to change the laws straight away.
My name's Johnny Bongwater. I'm an aficionado on this, and I reckon that it should pass a pub test legalising the marijuana. It doesn't hurt anybody. I mean, the body's got cannabinoid receptors in it anyway, so why not legalise it? Leave me, Johnny Bongwater, and my marijuana alone.
Okay, Johnny.
I think he's got that name from you.
No, it's Billy Bongwater, excuse me.
And Johnny
Icepipe.
Johnny Icepipe from Bongwater High.
Exactly.
Okay, we're all clear now.
Jam Nation.
The Telstra 2022 NRL Grand Final is just days away. And you know what? We've got tickets to give away this week. How cool is this?
It's going to be a blockbuster.
Before we do anything else, who's your allegiance with? Are you going Penrith or are you going Parramatta?
I think...
Because you're a Rooster and I'm a Shark.
Yeah. I think I'd like to see the Eels. They haven't won for 20 years, I
36
think.
years.
36?
Yeah, 1986 was the last time they went. So how many years is that? Is that 36?
Wow. Well, I think it'd be a big emotional time for them to win. I think it's their turn.
I've got a soft spot for Penrith. I love Penrith. But when I was watching that guy on the news, that you see that guy with the hair?
The guy with the hair. You're going to have to narrow it down.
I think his name was Paul. Go there, Pat, go the Eels. He'd be a big Eels supporter. No, he was, the guy with the hair. He looked like Kramer. But he was on the news and he's just weeping like a baby because Parramatta are in. And I remember when the Sharks won to go into the grand final, and my daughter said, "Are you crying?" And I was crying like a baby. And that I know what that man went through. I know.
So you've got a soft spot for them.
I like them both, but I think I really think that I'm going to take a leaf out of your book. It's just fair if they win.
Yeah, I think give them a turn.
And
I'll tell the team of Penrith that. I'll say, come on.
A few Bunny supporters saying there was a couple of forward passes at that game on the weekend. Did you notice that? But everyone's like, yeah, okay, we'll just move on.
Shut your pie hole, South. You've had your turn.
You've had your go, South.
Yeah. Well, we have 2 silver tickets to this Sunday's NRL Grand Final.
And they're good tickets too.
At Accor Stadium. You also get a pair of Jonesy and Amanda footy socks.
Yeah, how good's that?
We've got 3 questions here.
Mm-hmm.
If you get to question 3 and answer it correctly, these tickets are yours. You get bumped off and someone else has a crack if you can't answer it.
That's it. So Simon of Colby, how are you, mate?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Great.
Who's your team, Simon?
The Panthers.
Well, how do you feel about Jonesy saying he thinks they should step aside and just let Parramatta have a crack at it?
You just said the same thing.
Yeah, but you said it more forcefully. All right, Simon. That's enough chit-chat for today.
You fired him up.
All right, we have 3 questions.
Here we go, Simon.
If you answer question 3 correctly, these tickets are yours. Here we go. Question 1. Which team came bottom of the leaderboard this season?
The West Tigers.
Yes, you're up to question 2.
Whose partner gave birth just 2 hours before they stepped on the field on Saturday's Eels versus Cowboys game?
Mitchell Moses.
Yeah, Mitchell.
Yes,
Congratulations, little baby, as well.
Absolutely.
Good on you,
Question 3, Simon.
Here we go, Simon.
Here we go, Simon. And we can't give you half an hour to answer or Google it.
Straight on there, bro.
How many games did Manly win this season?
Oh, jeez.
Pick a number.
I'll go 9.
It's 9!
It's 9.
Simon, you're off to the grand final.
What are the chances?
Oh, thank you. Go the Panthers.
Congratulations. You've got 2 silver tickets to the 2022 NRL Grand Final at Accor Stadium this Sunday. And indeed, as you say, go the Panthers, mate.
Yes, thank you. Go the mighty Panthers.
All right,
Back
Simon.
to back, baby.
Oh, okay. Let's.
Okay, Simon, that's quite enough.
We bleed blue and yellow here, Simon.
I've been a bandwagon for an hour now. We have more tickets to give away tomorrow.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Well, the people that are owed money from Melissa Caddick are hoping that her house will sell for a lot of money and therefore some of those creditors can be paid.
I think she paid too much for it back in, what year was it, 2015?
Well, she paid $6.2 million in 2014. Well, listen to you.
Back then, I think she was paying way too much.
Well, it's going to be for sale. They're hoping to get more than $10 million on the property. Well, it's in Dover Heights. You have views of the city's skyscape. Oh, well, that word.
Skyscape.
Is that a word?
Skyscape? City line? Cityscape.
Skyline.
That's it.
That's it. That's why we're not in real estate.
Yeah, the problem with Dover Heights, what do you eat around there? There's not really any good restaurants.
The thing is, you're close to Bondi, you're close to Vaucluse, there's all those restaurants. You're in the heart of the eastern suburbs.
I just think
it's a very prestigious suburb.
I reckon it's worth $8 all day. $8 million.
Did you hear what I just said? That the people she owes money to, her family, people are hoping that it'll get more than that,
of course,
that they get some money.
I would like for the creditors.
Not worth it. It's not worth it.
It's not worth $8.
No.
It's not worth $10. It's worth $8. But I'd love them to get $28 million for it.
Well,
I'm just being realistic.
They also have made some changes to it. So if you're going in there hoping to see it as it was from that day when ASIC raided it, there have been changes made. Now, I'm sure we should backtrack. Everyone knows the story of Melissa Caddick, I'm sure. She ripped people off to the tune of $26 million, I think.
Yep.
Most of these people were family and friends, including her parents. That's nice, isn't it? Yep. Then she went missing.
And then foot found down the south coast.
And there's been no sign of her since, no further confirmation of her death since then. That is the last. Her husband claims that she would not have killed herself, but where is she? Who knows? So if you want to go and have a sticky bick at this place, and lots of people would like to, they're fans of they're crime buffs. The true crime podcasts are the biggest thing at the moment. If you want to go and have a look at the house, and lots of people would like to have a nosy, you have to pay a $10,000 refundable deposit. That's a lot. I can see why they want to keep people out, but I would have thought maybe $500. $10,000. You have to pay $10,000 that is refundable if you don't buy the place.
If you don't buy the place.
Well,
so
I'm
if
assuming
you've got $10,000 in your bank account, you just go there and go, I've got the money, let me have a gander. No, I'm not going to buy it.
I'm sure that's how it happens.
Yeah, I'd say
so. It says here, to deter sticky beaks, I'm just reading from Kate McClymont's column in the paper, to deter sticky beaks and true crime buffs, a $10,000 refundable deposit will be required to inspect the house. So I assume that's what happens.
Yeah.
So it hits the market today.
So what have we got left in the house? Run us
Things
through.
have changed since her husband Anthony left. When he left the house in May, he didn't want to leave the house, but people were saying...
Well, fair enough.
No, fair enough. But come on, mate, you don't own this house. Get out.
No.
There was rotting food in the fridge when he left. He also was a sometime prawn breeder.
Hang on, so...
and left behind unwanted pieces of furniture as well as his fish tanks.
You're just running through all this too much. He was a DJ and a hairdresser, wasn't he?
DJ and a hairdresser,
yeah.
But also a sometimes prawn breeder. He bred sometimes prawns.
Where did he breed those?
In tanks that he's left there.
In the place?
Or maybe around the side.
Like a Chinese restaurant?
Or maybe around the side of the house. He's left them behind.
Yeah. And you can never get rid of a fish tank. And believe me, I know, because it's all that glass. And the council, they can't take glass anymore. Oh, no, we can't.
Well, he's left it for someone else to do it. Oh. But there's also been changes made to the house. For the past 8 weeks, tradesmen have installed new floors. They've painted, they've recarpeted to present the house as a, quote, prestige property. Her office, which was the boiler room for her Ponzi scheme, is now a bedroom, as is her husband's recording studio.
His recording studio?
He had a recording studio. They've turned that into a bedroom.
Do you mean where he recorded Good Morning?
Yeah, they've done something wrong. Oh, a couple of people have told me.
It's a song about the raid.
Yeah. Or what about Improper Cruel? Remember that?
Sounds like Bohemian Rhapsody.
It does go for 15 minutes. What about Melissa's Missing? Is that where you recorded that as well?
Oh, it's a bit of a whiteout here today.
What about 10 minutes too late?
About 10 minutes too much.
Now I'll never know. If you walked out on your own accord, or if you were taken from the front door.
Front door.
What do I do with my prawn tanks?
Well,
anyone I want to buy
this will cost you an arm and a leg. There, I've said it. If you want to have a perv, it'll cost you $10,000. That's what I say to the builders as I walk past here every day.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
Fueled by Sinclair Automotive Penrith, Ford, Isuzu Ute and SsangYong. Sales, service and parts. Sinclair Automotive. We're a family.
WSFM's $100,000 beat. The Bowser.
One of the best concepts I've ever come up with.
Oh, please. What happens is you go against another caller. We have the Bowser gets higher and higher and higher. You have to say, you call your name out, and that means stop.
Yeah.
And why are you looking at me like this? Because if the thing is, how far will you go before you say stop? The minute you say stop, it's all over, and you get that money.
In our role play before, you stopped at $20.
That was foolish.
And it went to $1,130.
That was foolish. But you never know. This one might go to $25.
Let's meet today's players. We've got Natalie of Maroubra. Hello, Natalie.
Hello, guys. How are we?
Great.
Happy Monday.
And
Yes,
happy
you too.
Yemanye to you. You're taking on Anthony of Moorebank.
Hi, Anthony.
Hello, how are you?
Very well. Well, we played the game beautifully before, so you get some sense of how this goes.
Yep. Don't be a man to poop your pants.
Well, you know, maybe you need to poop your pants. At least we'll get some dry cleaning money.
What, $20?
Well, you're getting petrol money. That's how this goes. You're going to get fuel for your car.
So your name is your buzzer. Natalie, just for the test of this, can you give us your name? It's a buzzer.
Natalie.
And Anthony?
Anthony.
Yep.
Great. So you have to yell those out.
That's what you yell out when you want the Bowser to stop. And don't forget, the Bowser will blow at some point. So don't let it go for an hour and a half. All right. Are we ready, Brendan? Start it all off.
You're right.
$10, $20, $30, $40, $50, $70, $90, $120, $160, $200, $250, $300.
Natalie.
Natalie on $300.
Woohoo, Natalie, you got $300.
You have won $300.
Thank you so much.
Was that your strategy, Natalie?
I was actually thinking 300. I mean, petrol's so expensive these days. So, yeah, that's a few days worth at least.
What do you drive, Natalie?
No, I only drive a Toyota Corolla, but the hubby's got a ute. So, yeah.
So is it a big, is it a V8 ute or a V6?
No. It's just like a Nissan Navara ute, but yeah, it takes so much diesel. But
Okay.
yes.
Well, anyway, let's see. You're at $300. Let's see how far we would have gone.
$400. $500. $600. $720. $810. $960. $1,050. $1,200. $1,500. $1,800. $1,950. $1,990. $2,050. $2,100. $2,150. $2,250. $2,320. $1,350. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390. $1,390.
$2,320. Well, Anthony, you'd be happy with that.
Anthony. Oh, my God.
Well.
But you never know. It may have all ended at 350. You just don't know.
Anthony was about to say, I was going to stop at $2,320. Anyway.
Natalie, you've got $300 to fill your car. Congratulations.
Commiserations,
so much,
Anthony.
guys.
And we'll do it again after 9 o'clock with Ugly Phil. We're putting $100,000 worth of free fuel on the line.
Jam Nation.
Everybody shout! Come on now, sing out! It's time for the Ghoulies get together.
We have a prize for our favourite Ghoulie of the year, $20,000 cash and a year's supply of chocolate from Daryl Lee. You can call our hotline number any old time, 906-17984.
What have we got?
When my husband goes to the toilet to do a wee-wee, whether he stands up, sits down, it doesn't matter. It's not like he was born a donkey. He pees all over the bloody floor. That really gets my ghoulie.
Right, so
I can see why it would.
So she's saying because he's born, is he a dong? Is she saying that what's that about his appendage?
No, I think she's just saying he's not an animal.
Yeah.
And yet he's peeing on the floor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't think it's I don't think it's a reference to the size of his Eeyore.
He always does that. What else have we got?
What gets my ghoulies is when someone repeats a comment that you made 5 minutes earlier and they treat it like an effing genius. Yeah. Hello? Is this thing on?
I may as well have phoned.
brother.
Oh, please, you're a parrot. I will say a word, I will say a sentence, and the minute my mouth closes, you say exactly the
I
same
come up
thing.
with a great idea like beat the Bowser.
Oh, come on.
And you just, and everybody goes, oh, is it Amanda Gray? Let's give her another show.
Oh, dear.
Out with the bad, in with the good if you dipped out. Doesn't matter. You can always call that hotline number, 906-17984. It's 4 to 9.
Our favourite caller, email or Facebook friend wins a summer on the Harbour Cruise package.
Ooh.
Valued over $500. You can cruise Sydney Harbour this summer with Captain Cook Cruises.
You also get the Jonesy and Amanda tea towel and fridge magnet.
We spoke about a big cheating scandal this morning. A chess player has been accused of cheating by inserting anal beads that were remote controlled by a friend.
Well, you're not going to get an enemy to do it.
He'd be on high alert. So the tribal drum was beating for tales of cheating. Here's Stephanie from Riverview.
I was about 14 years old. I was at a private school. We were doing our exams, and I had written lots of little answers for the essays on little pieces of paper that I hid under my hand. So, unfortunately, one of the times I was lifting my hand to have a look, I got a hand on my shoulder, and I was taken straight up to sit at the front of the class to wait for the teacher that was walking around the corridor to come and pluck me out into a world of pain. But while I was sitting there, I managed to chew the little pieces of paper up and spitball them around the classroom, and thus I had none in my pocket and I wasn't caught.
She didn't
Genius.
they made her go to the toilet over a sieve for some time.
Righto, you two. That's enough.
Ugly Phil's up next. He's got more free fuel to give away with Beat the Bowser.
And we'll be back again from 6 tonight for Jam Nation.
We'll see you then.
Good day to you.
Well, thank God that's over.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Wipe the tears, baby, dear, from your eyes.
Catch Jonesy and Amanda's podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast. Catch up on what you've missed on the free iHeartRadio app.